Blessington Lake, but a different part of Blessington Lake today. We've got the beautiful Wicklow Mountains in the background there. I don't know whether you can see them. It's just starting to clear up a little bit now. It's not so bad. When I first arrived here, like, it was tipping it down with rain. We tried to do one stretch of the lake, but it got so overgrown, it was more or less impossible to actually walk around. So we've moved on to a different place now. So hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday. You can see the actual rain in the distance there on that side of the actual lake, like as far as you can go. That's what we was actually in earlier on. And it was coming down quite fierce, actually. Even the journey here today, like, oh my God, I got the windscreen wipers on full, and it was absolutely tipping it down. So I hope everybody's doing well. I've got Teddy here who's having a little paddle. You can probably hear the bit of a splash. Good morning, John. How are you, my friend? Hi, Joe. How are you doing? Good to see you. But yesterday, I totally made a muck up yesterday. I mean, I went for a walk and I had it all planned out and everything. We pulled up at the car park and I seen Fourth Mountain, no problem. But then, good morning, Chad. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. But then there was another sign at the side of it. Well, another map at the side of it, and it basically said the three rocks. And I thought that looks really nice. And you had a lake and everything on the way. You seen a memorial from the rebellion. I thought, yeah, that sounds good. And it says like 3.5 to 4 hours. All good here. I'm all good considering after our walk yesterday, John. But yeah, it says like 13 kilometers. So I thought, yeah, we'll do that. 3.5 hours, 4 hours. That's not so bad. Climbing mountains and going through woods. And yeah. But what I didn't realize when I got towards the end, guys, is that that was only one way. So then we had to turn around and head back. So in the end, we did 27 kilometers, like 27 kilometers, climbing hills, going through woods, going through, oh my God, it was a tough one towards the end. But the worst part of it was when we was coming around to the turnaround point, there was this 45-degree hill, which basically led down into a small village and a castle and everything like that, which was wonderful. I was going downhill. I thought, oh my God, this is what I need now, a bit of going downhill. And I thought, yeah, wonderful. And it just went on and on and on. And I can remember thinking to myself at that time, thinking, oh my God, I'm glad I've not got to come back this way. But guess what? I had to come back it. I had to go back up it. And oh my God. Hi, Free Estrella. How are you doing, Free Estrella? All good here. A bit pissed I have to go out. Yet another COVID test tomorrow. I've been identified as a casual contact of a person who tested positive for COVID. Yeah, I know, Joe. I've got well, I do have the app, but it's connected through Bluetooth here in Ireland, and obviously that keeps you close contacts. And if you come close to anybody, then you do get called. Luckily enough, I've not been called, but I do switch it off some of the times as well because it just gets too crazy. But I mean, I'm not out. I'm not in close contact. Did you find the camera battery, John? No. So it's another expense. Like I must have lost it up there. Like so, I do have my spare. It's charged up. But being as the rain, I'm good. How are you? I'm all good. I'm feeling good after a long trek yesterday. I thought I'd just do an easy one today. So we're headed to the beautiful Blessington Lake. Hello, Teddy. You look amazing, little buddy. I know. He just wants to go swimming. I can't believe last time we did a long walk, like he really struggled, like when we got back and he couldn't jump up on the bed, he couldn't jump up on the couch, like, and he was really in a bit of pain, even though he's on tablets, like. But yesterday, after yesterday's long trek, like, he still wanted to play ball when he got back. He was still in good form, like, so. Yeah, so I thought, oh, well, we'll go out today. Like, we're not going to walk miles and miles and miles and miles today. We just come down to the lake. We'll have a walk along the side here as far as we can actually go, then we'll turn around. So we'll have a couple of hours, about 3 hours here today. But like I say, we're only having a stroll. We're not walking far. We'll do a few miles, like that's about all. After yesterday, we just need a little bit of a chill out. And I can't believe that it's actually turned into quite a nice day now, as you can see. And we start the mountains. When I first arrived here, you couldn't even see the mountains in front of you there, guys. The rain was actually basically coming down, and you can see it in the distance. It's still along the Wicklow Mountains there, right in the distance there. You can make out the cloud and the low-lying cloud. That is basically rain, and that's what we come through earlier on. But yeah, it's not too bad now. It's actually clearing up nicely. Isn't it, Ted? Eh? Ted says, "Let me go in and have a little swim." Is that what you want? You're hanging around me, aren't you? Eh? So bear with me a second, guys. Let's just get this little man sorted because he says, "I do want my ball, Dad." Ready? Ready? Go! That's all he wants. Why does the song "Among the Wicklow Hills" come to mind? I've not actually heard that song, believe it or not, Joe. Among the Wicklow Hills. I'll have to look that one up. But no, I'm not aware of that song. I think Michael was actually broadcasting earlier. I don't know whether I think it's just finished anyway. I will. I'll look it up when I get back, Joe. No problem. But I think he was on very, very late his time, like so. Yeah, he was doing a very late broadcast. It must have been like what? He's just finished now, so 11 o'clock. So I think they're about 5 hours behind. So six. He must have started about 2 o'clock this time and finished around about 6 o'clock. No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not one of them. I can't be doing that. I don't I don't broadcast that late in the night. I don't give a damn about my numbers. I don't give a damn about whether I hit that 1 million eventually. It's going to take me forever, like. But I mean, I don't care. As long as I get a few people in and I'm able to have a chat, that's all that matters. And that's my main thing on Haps. It's basically connecting with all my fellow friends around the world. So like to John, who's whoa, did you do the live from Twitter? Uh, I have done a live from Twitter, but I weren't impressed with the Twitter live, to be honest. It just didn't work for me. Joe, you are a star. Nice viewer. I appreciate that, Joe. You're very, very kind, my friend. Very, very kind. But yeah, I did try the Twitter live. I tried Insta live as well, and it's very, very difficult unless you get a few people. It's the same with Twitch. I'm now over the 50 followers on Twitch, but I don't get. I think you've got to do 3 or 4 broadcasts where you get more than 5 people watching, and I just can't do that. Even though I'm multi-streaming across the Twitch, I never get anybody watching on that. And it is a nice view. It is, Joe. It's just brilliant to be here. Actually, it's lovely. And Teddy says, "Come on, Dad." He says, "You're spending too much time." He says, "Let me in again." Oh, it's very mucky, Teddy. It's very mucky, Teddy. Hey, you ready? Hold on a minute then. Go. He's so confident in the water now. It's unbelievable. If you notice that picture, that small video I put up on Twitter, like, of him first starting off, he's not the best of swimmers still. He still needs a little bit of practice, but he's got away with that splashing part now. So he is a little more confident in the water, like, and he's not one of these which turns up at the water edge and he turns the other way, because that's what it was like when I first got him, when we went down to the beach. Hi, Philip. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Good day, Bernie. How you doing, me old matey? Good to see you. But yeah, when we first got him, like, he just didn't like the water at all. Like, he just something about the water and the waves and everything. Now he's getting quite confident. Like, he knows he's got the ability to do a spot of swimming, and he's a happy little chappy now. So you got the beautiful Valley Mount Bridge. We're down at Valley Mount here on the Blessington Lake, guys. It's a man-made lake. It was basically built to serve as a purpose to feed in the water into Dublin, and also electricity. There's an electricity plant which it fills. There's a big dam here called Pulapuka Dam. And to actually walk the circumference of the actual lake is 27.3 miles to actually walk around. But there are parts which you can't actually get around. There's a golf course around this part here, actually. Along this part, there's a golf course. But at the minute, the water is so high, it's very, very difficult to get around. You can see how the bushes come right to the edge as well. And the same along this part here. We have tried to get along. We have been about as far as this, and then it just got too rough. We did a bit of wading in the water, and we was getting by the bushes and everything like that, but you just can't get through any further. Now, in the day when we have the really nice weather and everything, and water was being used, and there weren't any rain filling the water, filling the actual lake. The rivers was quite low and everything like that. You could actually see the remnants of the village around this area as well, guys. So the water was so low, so probably out to where I'd say probably further than where my finger was. The water was that low. But you can see the remnants of all the buildings and everything, which they flooded. They flooded a couple of villages back in 1940. They flooded the lake 19, was it 9? They started building this lake 1937, and I think they flooded it in March of 1943. They closed the dam gates. Obviously, they did let the people know who were living in the villages that's what they were going to do. They gave them time. They gave them time to move out. So he's ready. But yeah, to actually walk around, it's 27 odd miles, guys. So it is a nice walk around. Good day, Walt. You just got a new subscriber. There you go. Good man, Joe. Always get all right, geezer. All right. I used to watch you live. It was made my day. Oh, you're very, very kind, sir. I think I know exactly who you are there as well. I think I do actually remember you. I do remember you watching on the likes of Periscope, because I used to obviously do the Periscope, and that used to feed across to my Twitter, and it's like with the haps, it does feed across to the Twitter. That's a lot of walking. It is a lot of walking. So I would be quite comfortable. It's just that you can't actually get around it. Maybe you remember my nickname was Nana. Now I do. Now I remember you. Definitely. No, I thought Estrella. I thought I remembered a name called Estrella as well. But Nana, yeah, I remember Nana big time. Are you on the border of Counters Wicklow and Kildare? Not that far. We're actually in County Wicklow now, but we wouldn't be far from the Kildare borders. We actually travelled through Kildare on the way to get here. Yeah, I definitely remember now. Yes. How are you anyway? And it's great that we're connecting again. Like I say, I'm broadcasting across on Haps now. I've been across on Haps since Periscope closed down or just before it. I would hope the authorities would have built a whole new village for the displaced people. Well, you'd have thought that, Chad, or they'd have given them a bit of money, like to move on somewhere else back in the day. But that's going back to that day. You don't know what the likes of the government would have been like back in them days. Whether they said, "Look, we're going to make a lake, and it's going to cover this amount of area, and we're going to flood your house, like so. We're giving you a couple of days to pack your stuff and move out." You don't know what the story was. But I do presume that they would have. You have a great memory. I do, yeah. I have a great memory with certain people and certain things. But yeah, Nana, I do. I definitely do remember you. Look at this little lad. He just wants to go swimming. So you got a few fishing boats right in the canoeing. A lot of race canoeing as well. Whether they're training for the Irish team at all, I don't know. But I know these are fishing boats. I've passed them before, being on the lake, like, so they'll stop round about where the bridge. Oh my God, what's happened to my picture there? Oh, sorry. They usually stop this side the bridge, and the reason I know that because I had the drone up over them before, so that's what they're actually doing. They're fishing out there. There's also another fisherman which is actually fishing the other side of the bushes there. Not a bad day now to be fishing either. It's quite a pleasant day. I think we've caught up with everybody, guys. So, anybody got any nice plans for this? Just looking at Blessington on Google Maps. Ah, there you go. Yeah, Blessington Lake, or it's also known as Pulapuka, Joe. Pulapuka. You can actually look it up on Wikipedia as well, and you can tell me I'm wrong on some of the facts I just gave you, but I think it's about 27 miles. So 27 miles around. And there are parts of it which you can't actually walk around because, like I say, it's so overgrown in places. But you have got the villages and everything which we've passed before. Have you posted any drone video? YouTube, John? I haven't. I'm getting. Last night when I got home, my nieces were around. I sat down at the laptop and everything. I'm looking at the town of Blessington. Blessington's actually quite a nice town as well, Joe. It is quite a lovely town. Blessington, as it is now. It's very close to Dublin as well. A lot of people would commute. Bear with me a second. Go! A lot of people would be based in Blessington who commute into Dublin because it's on the commuter path to basically get into Dublin to work. It'd be a lot cheaper than actually living in the centre of Dublin. So that's why people would like live around this area. Then from here, Blessington moving down, you've got a place called Baltinglass. Teddy is a little water rat. He is now, Joe. But only recently, he's really getting his confidence up now, and he likes to swim. He keeps dropping the ball by my side as if saying, come on, Dad, throw that ball. But, yeah, I forgot what I was saying there. but yeah, it just covers some areas. But like I say, you can't walk around the hole because it is very, very overgrown in places. Now, when the water is very, very low, when they do open the dam doors and everything, down into the Pulapuka Reservoir, the Pulapuka Dam there. Once they open the doors and everything, and the water does drop, the water level does drop, then you can actually walk around a lot of the actual lake. I mean, we've done, I say we've done out of the 27 miles circumference around it. We've never been along this side here. I'd love to actually go along that side. You can actually drive around it, but you can't actually get down to anywhere along it. Now, I would like to explore along there. I'm currently watching a BBC TV series called WPC 56 about the life of a typical WPC in Birmingham, UK suburb in 1956. What a different world that was, and how the people on the margins of society and women are treated by the. I can well imagine, Chad. That sounds quite interesting, actually. Going back to what you were saying, John. Yeah. See, I tend to go from one thing to another. I got my nieces, so when I got back yesterday, I got some great drone shots of the actual lake. I set the laptop up, I had a shower and everything, come down, had a nice cup of coffee and everything like that. I didn't have my dinner until late last night. But I set up my laptop and everything and started to look at the pictures, the drone coverage, started doing stuff. My nieces were right next to me then. They wanted to see. And then it got to the stage where they wanted to do karaoke like. So we were doing karaoke on, and I got my microphone and everything connected. But the way I explained to them and everything like that is if they sang into the microphone and everything like that, it would record the voice. But what I had was my phone at the side of it, and every time they started to sing a song, like I pressed the record button on my phone and then I'd play it back to them. So I'd say, oh, the microphone's actually connected through to my phone. So when you sing, it actually recorded on my phone. Like, and it's just a way about it, because trying to explain to them about the microphone connected and what it's for and everything like that, it was very difficult. But that went on until bedtime, believe it or not. It went on till bedtime, and then I just didn't do any. That's why there's none of my pictures from yesterday. I took some great pictures yesterday, even though it was with the phone and not with the actual main camera. I took some great pictures, and I need to post a few of them when I get back today. Hopefully, I'll have a bit more time today. But like I say, we had the nieces. They've gone off with my wife today. They've gone down to see some waterfall into a manor estate, and they don't allow doggies in there. So that's why we come off on our own. My wife took the nieces, and they are happy. I'm happy. A bit of peace and quiet away from them. It's scary how much power white middle class men had over their wives, children, and the working. Yeah, that I do believe, Chad. Yeah, that I do believe, my friend. I don't know whether you can hear him. Oh my God, is that a bit of a cold? A bit of a cough? Are you doing some coughing, mister? But yeah, I've not actually Game of Thrones. I need to get it back into the series of the Game of Thrones, like. But I've not watched any TV for a while. Actually, I've been out and about, and yeah, I tend not to watch a lot of TV just lately. But you can see it's starting to clear up now. Have you ever kayaked here? I haven't, Chad, but I've been very, very tempted to hire a kayak out. Like, there is a boating club back in Avonry, the other side of Avonry would be up this direction here, around the edge there. You've got a boating club there actually, but then you've got the holiday estate of Avonry, and at the side there they do hire out kayaks and everything like that. And I was tempted to actually do that. Now, it's a long time since I've actually been kayaking. The last time I was kayaking, I think, was probably in the Lake District, up on Lake Windermere there, and also doing a bit of windsurfing. That was basically when I was back in the Air Force. So that is quite a long time ago. So whether I'd be able to sit in a kayak now, you know, the way you actually sit there, whether my back would allow me to sit in that angle for for quite a while, I don't know, because I still, as you know, I do still struggle with my back. Strong dog. Yeah, he's. Oh, look at him. You ready again? Are you ready again, mister? Ready? Go. And on Lake Broad, I know, Chad. That's what I did actually mention that last year as well, and I keep talking about the same. I'm good at talking about things, but actually getting things done is another thing. I, I keep talking about, do you know, Mount Leinster and everything, which I go up to. I keep saying about I'm going to get permission to do a broadcast from the top of the mast there at the top of the mountain. That would start a pair standing like always go around. Anyway, getting back then. Other than ready again, mister? Are you ready? Go. He just loves jumping in and out and in. Watch Teddy go. I know. He's flying now. And I did a bit of trimming around his eyes. What was it? Friday, because he could hardly see. Like, so I trimmed his eyes up so he can actually see now. So he's picking that ball up in the water quite good now. Audio breaking up a bit. Yeah, Chad, it's coming up to what 20 odd minutes. Like, so I don't want to. It's going to keep an eye out. So I'm going to love you and leave for the timing, guys. And I will be back maybe from somewhere else later on in the day. We will see. So for the timing, guys, no matter where you are around the world, stay safe, be good, but most of all, be kind. And for myself and Teddy, thanks a million for joining. Thanks for all the comments, and we will talk to you later.